Martindale Center Calculators is a comprehensive online resource hosting a vast collection of calculators for every imaginable need. You can unleash the power of specialized calculators. A load calculator is available to effortlessly calculate electrical loads for homes, businesses, and complex circuits. Finance calculators help you make informed financial decisions for loans, mortgages, investments, and more. Health calculators allow you to monitor your health and wellness with calculators for body mass index, calorie intake, and medication dosage. Math calculators enable you to solve complex mathematical problems with ease, including algebra, calculus, and trigonometry calculators. Science calculators let you explore the wonders of science with calculators for physics, chemistry, and engineering. You can discover thousands of calculators and counting by following the links on the homepage to access a vast repository of calculators, organized into over 40 categories. From accounting to weather forecasting, there's a calculator for every task imaginable. The Martindale Center Calculators website has an intuitive and user-friendly interface. Advanced search options allow you to quickly find the specific calculator you need. The interactive calculators provide clear step-by-step instructions, ensuring accurate and efficient calculations. You can unlock the potential of online calculation. Firstly, you get convenience by accessing calculators from any device with an internet connection. Secondly, you get precision with precise and reliable results for your calculations. Thirdly, you get time saving by simplifying your calculation processes and save valuable time. Fourthly, it is educational. You can learn about different equations and formulas while using the calculators. Whether you're a student, professional, or simply want to solve everyday problems, Martindale Center Calculators has got you covered. Use these calculators to enhance your productivity, improve your understanding, and make informed decisions. When performing electrical load calculations, several factors must be considered to ensure accurate results and compliance with safety standards. Firstly, determine the total connected load. This involves identifying all electrical devices and equipment that will be connected to the circuit or system being analyzed. For each device, obtain its power rating in watts or kilowatts from the nameplate or manufacturer's specifications. If the power rating is given in amps, you can calculate the watts by multiplying the amps by the voltage of the circuit. For example, a device drawing 5 amps on a 120-volt circuit consumes 600 watts. Secondly, apply demand factors. Demand factors are used to account for the fact that not all electrical devices will be operating at their full rated load simultaneously. These factors are typically expressed as a percentage and are based on historical data and statistical analysis of typical usage patterns. Demand factors vary depending on the type of load, such as lighting, receptacles, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, or HVAC, and the occupancy of the building. Consult the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and local building codes for specific demand factors applicable to your situation. Thirdly, calculate the total demand load. Multiply the connected load of each device or group of devices by its corresponding demand factor. Then, sum up the resulting values to obtain the total demand load. This represents the maximum amount of power that is likely to be drawn from the electrical system at any given time. Fourthly, consider conductor ampacity. The ampacity of a conductor refers to its current carrying capacity, which is the maximum amount of current it can safely conduct without overheating. The NEC provides tables that specify the ampacity of different types of conductors based on their size, insulation type, and installation conditions. Ensure that the conductors used in the electrical system have sufficient ampacity to handle the calculated demand load. Consult NEC Table 310.15 for conductor ampacity ratings. Fifthly, account for voltage drop. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage at the end of a circuit is lower than the voltage at the source due to the resistance of the conductors. Excessive voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction or operate inefficiently. The NEC recommends limiting voltage drop to a maximum of 3% for branch circuits and 5% for feeders. Calculate the voltage drop using Ohm's law, which states that voltage drop equals current times resistance. Adjust the conductor size as needed to minimize voltage drop and maintain acceptable voltage levels. Sixthly, consider overcurrent protection. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are essential for protecting electrical circuits and equipment from overloads and short circuits. The NEC requires that overcurrent protection devices be selected and installed in accordance with their interrupting rating and ampacity. The interrupting rating of a circuit breaker or fuse is the maximum amount of fault current it can safely interrupt without failing. The ampacity of an overcurrent protection device should be equal to or greater than the calculated demand load but not exceed the ampacity of the conductors it protects. Seventhly, verify compliance with codes and standards. Ensure that the electrical load calculation complies with all applicable codes and standards, including the NEC local building codes and utility regulations. These codes and standards provide detailed requirements for electrical installations, including load calculations, wiring methods, grounding, and overcurrent protection. Obtain the necessary permits and inspections from local authorities to ensure that the electrical system meets all safety and regulatory requirements. Eighthly, consider future expansion. When performing electrical load calculations, it's important to consider the possibility of future expansion or changes in electrical demand. Design the electrical system with sufficient capacity to accommodate anticipated future loads, such as new equipment, additional circuits, or increased occupancy. This may involve oversizing conductors, increasing the size of the service entrance, or installing additional distribution panels. By planning for future expansion, you can avoid costly and disruptive upgrades later on. Ninthly, use appropriate software and tools. There are many software programs and online tools available to assist with electrical load calculations. These tools can automate the calculation process, reduce the risk of errors, and provide detailed reports and documentation. Some popular software programs for electrical load calculations include SKM Power Tools, Easy Power, and NetApp. These programs allow you to create detailed models of electrical systems, perform load flow analysis, and generate reports that comply with industry standards. Tenthly, document your calculations. Keep a detailed record of all electrical load calculations, including the connected load, demand factors, demand load, conductor ampacity, voltage drop, and overcurrent protection. This documentation is essential for verifying compliance with codes and standards, troubleshooting electrical problems, and planning for future expansion. Store the documentation in a safe and accessible location and update it as needed to reflect any changes in the electrical system. When using finance calculators, it's important to understand the underlying concepts and formulas to make informed financial decisions. Firstly, understand the time value of money. The time value of money is a fundamental concept in finance that states that a sum of money is worth more now than the same sum will be at a future date due to its earning potential in the interim. This principle is used to compare different investment opportunities and to calculate the present value and future value of cash flows. Secondly, learn about interest rates. Interest rates represent the cost of borrowing money or the return on investment. They are typically expressed as an annual percentage rate, or APR. Interest rates can be fixed or variable, depending on the terms of the loan or investment. Understanding interest rates is crucial for evaluating the cost of borrowing and the potential return on investment. Thirdly, understand loan amortization. Loan amortization refers to the process of gradually paying off a loan over time through a series of regular payments. Each payment typically includes both principal and interest. The amortization schedule shows the breakdown of each payment into principal and interest, as well as the remaining balance of the loan after each payment. Understanding loan amortization is essential for managing debt and planning for repayment. Fourthly, calculate present value. The present value, or PV, of a future cash flow is the amount of money you would need to invest today at a given interest rate to receive that cash flow in the future. The present value is used to compare investment opportunities with different cash flows and to determine the fair value of assets. Fifthly, calculate future value. The future value, or FE, of a present sum of money is the amount to which it will grow over time at a given interest rate. The future value is used to project the potential growth of investments and to plan for future financial goals. Sixthly, understand investment returns. Investment returns represent the profit or loss generated by an investment over a period of time. Returns can be expressed as a percentage of the initial investment or as an absolute dollar amount. Understanding investment returns is essential for evaluating the performance of investments and making informed decisions about asset allocation. Seventhly, consider taxes and inflation. Taxes and inflation can have a significant impact on investment returns. Taxes reduce the amount of profit you keep from your investments, while inflation erodes the purchasing power of your money over time. It's important to consider the effects of taxes and inflation when evaluating investment opportunities and planning for financial goals. Eighthly, use online calculators. Online finance calculators can simplify complex calculations and provide valuable insights into your financial situation. There are many free and paid online calculators available for a wide range of financial tasks such as calculating loan payments, estimating retirement savings, and comparing investment options. These calculators can save you time and effort and help you make more informed financial decisions. Ninthly, consult with a financial advisor. If you're unsure about any aspect of personal finance, it's always a good idea to consult with a qualified financial advisor. A financial advisor can provide personalized advice and guidance based on your individual circumstances and goals. They can help you develop a financial plan, manage your investments, and plan for retirement. Tenthly, stay informed. The world of personal finance is constantly changing, so it's important to stay informed about the latest trends and developments. Read books, articles, and blogs on personal finance, and attend seminars and workshops to learn about new strategies and techniques. By staying informed, you can make better financial decisions and achieve your financial goals. When using health calculators, it's important to understand the underlying concepts and limitations to interpret the results accurately. Firstly, understand body mass index. Body mass index, or BMI, is a measure of body fat based on height and weight. It is calculated by dividing weight in kilograms by height in meters squared. BMI is used to classify individuals into different weight categories such as underweight, normal weight, overweight, and obese. However, BMI has limitations as it does not distinguish between muscle mass and fat mass, and it may not be accurate for individuals with high muscle mass or certain ethnic backgrounds. Secondly, understand calorie intake. Calorie intake refers to the number of calories you consume each day from food and beverages. The number of calories you need to maintain a healthy weight depends on factors such as age, sex, activity level, and metabolism. Online calculators can estimate your daily calorie needs based on these factors. However, these estimates are just a starting point, and you may need to adjust your calorie intake based on your individual response and goals. Thirdly, understand medication dosage. Medication dosage refers to the amount of medication you need to take to achieve the desired therapeutic effect. Medication dosages are typically prescribed by a healthcare professional based on factors such as age, weight, medical condition, and other medications you are taking. It's important to follow your healthcare provider's instructions carefully and to never adjust your medication dosage without consulting them. Fourthly, understand heart rate. Heart rate refers to the number of times your heart beats per minute. Resting heart rate is typically measured when you are at rest, such as when you wake up in the morning. Maximum heart rate is the highest heart rate you can achieve during exercise. Online calculators can estimate your maximum heart rate based on your age. Monitoring your heart rate during exercise can help you ensure that you are working at the appropriate intensity level. Fifthly, understand blood pressure. Blood pressure is the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury, or mmHg, and is expressed as two numbers: systolic pressure over diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure is the pressure when your heart beats, and diastolic pressure is the pressure when your heart is at rest between beats. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Online calculators can help you assess your blood pressure and determine if you are at risk for hypertension. Sixthly, understand cholesterol levels. Cholesterol is a waxy substance found in your blood that is essential for building healthy cells. However, high cholesterol levels can increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. Cholesterol levels are measured in milligrams per deciliter, or mg per dl, and include total cholesterol, high-density lipoprotein, or HDL cholesterol, low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides. Online calculators can help you assess your cholesterol levels and determine if you are at risk for heart disease. Seventhly, understand blood sugar levels. Blood sugar, or glucose, is the main source of energy for your body. Blood sugar levels are measured in milligrams per deciliter, or mg per dl. High blood sugar levels can be a sign of diabetes, a chronic condition in which your body does not produce enough insulin or cannot effectively use the insulin it produces. Online calculators can help you assess your blood sugar levels and determine if you are at risk for diabetes. Eighthly, use reliable sources. When using health calculators, it's important to use reliable sources of information. Choose calculators that are based on scientific evidence and that are developed by reputable organizations or healthcare professionals. Be wary of calculators that make unrealistic claims or that are not transparent about their methodology. Ninthly, consult with a healthcare professional. Online health calculators are not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have any concerns about your health, it's important to consult with a qualified healthcare professional. They can provide personalized advice and guidance based on your individual circumstances and medical history. Tenthly, interpret results with caution. Online health calculators provide estimates and general guidelines, but they are not always accurate or applicable to every individual. Interpret the results of health calculators with caution and use them as a starting point for discussion with your healthcare provider. When using math calculators, it's important to understand the underlying concepts and formulas to ensure accurate results. Firstly, understand basic operations. Basic mathematical operations include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These operations are the foundation of all mathematical calculations. Make sure you understand the order of operations, which is typically remembered by the acronym PEMDAS parentheses exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. Secondly, understand algebra. Algebra is a branch of mathematics that deals with symbols and the rules for manipulating those symbols. Algebraic equations can be used to solve for unknown variables. Understanding algebra is essential for solving many types of mathematical problems. Thirdly, understand calculus. Calculus is a branch of mathematics that deals with rates of change and accumulation. Calculus is used to solve problems in physics, engineering, and economics. Understanding calculus requires a solid foundation in algebra and trigonometry. Fourthly, understand trigonometry. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that deals with the relationships between the sides and angles of triangles. Trigonometric functions such as sine, cosine, and tangent are used to solve problems in geometry and physics. Fifthly, understand statistics. Statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with the collection, analysis, interpretation, presentation, and organization of data. Statistical methods are used to make inferences and predictions based on data. Sixthly, understand geometry. Geometry is a branch of mathematics that deals with the properties and relationships of points, lines, surfaces, and solids. Geometric concepts are used in architecture, engineering, and art. Seventhly, understand probability. Probability is a measure of the likelihood that an event will occur. Probability is expressed as a number between 0 and 1. Where 0 indicates that the event is impossible and 1 indicates that the event is certain. Eighthly, use online calculators. Online math calculators can simplify complex calculations and provide accurate results. There are many free and paid online calculators available for a wide range of mathematical tasks, such as solving equations, graphing functions, and calculating statistics. These calculators can save you time and effort and help you understand mathematical concepts. Ninthly, check your work. Always check your work to ensure that you have made no errors in your calculations. Use a calculator to verify your answers and to identify any mistakes you may have made. 10thly, practice regularly. The more you practice math, the better you will become at it. Practice solving problems on a regular basis to improve your skills and confidence. When using science calculators, it's important to understand the underlying concepts and principles to interpret the results accurately. Firstly, understand physics. Physics is the study of matter and energy and their interactions. Physics concepts are used to explain a wide range of phenomena, from the motion of objects to the behavior of light and sound. Understanding physics requires a solid foundation in mathematics and science. Secondly, understand chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter and its properties and how matter changes. Chemistry concepts are used to explain the composition, structure, properties, and reactions of substances. Understanding chemistry requires a solid foundation in mathematics and science. Thirdly, understand engineering. Engineering is the application of scientific and mathematical principles to design, build, and maintain structures, machines, devices, systems, and processes. Engineering disciplines include civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and chemical engineering. Fourthly, understand biology. Biology is the study of living organisms and their interactions with each other and their environment. Biology concepts are used to explain the structure, function, growth, evolution, and distribution of living things. Fifthly, understand astronomy. Astronomy is the study of celestial objects such as stars, planets, and galaxies. Astronomy concepts are used to explain the origin, evolution, and properties of the universe. Sixthly, understand geology. Geology is the study of the earth, its structure, composition, and processes. Geology concepts are used to explain the formation of mountains, volcanoes, and earthquakes. Seventhly, understand environmental science. Environmental science is the study of the interactions between humans and the environment. Environmental science concepts are used to address environmental problems such as pollution, climate change, and deforestation. Eighthly, use online calculators. Online science calculators can simplify complex calculations and provide accurate results. There are many free and paid online calculators available for a wide range of scientific tasks such as calculating chemical reactions, solving physics problems, and analyzing data. These calculators can save you time and effort and help you understand scientific concepts. Ninthly, check your work. Always check your work to ensure that you have made no errors in your calculations. Use a calculator to verify your answers and to identify any mistakes you may have made. 10thly, consult with experts. If you have any questions or concerns about science, it's important to consult with experts in the field. Experts can provide valuable insights and guidance and help you understand complex scientific concepts.